I'm actually going to do this one very quickly. That's basically plotly.express and plotly.graph object. So I think in the previous video I had a chart actually. I pulled it a lot of it up from my yeah, actually I do, and funny enough, I've got the difference between plotly express and so as well. But basically, I pulled this stuff from one of the bots, asking a whole bunch of questions. So here's kind of like my question. I will zoom in. But basically, you know, kind of like the simple question, make a plotly bar chart. When I'm on go here, and then that. But what it does is it does it with this method, go.figure and then fig.update layout. So I thought, well, that looks a little bit elaborate. There's nothing wrong with it. It actually works. We went through and we got it working. Working half of it back was I just roll over there. Okay, I can't do that. So let's do Control Plus. But the working part was this piece here, which is the make plotly chart, and it required two things. Well, I'm not sure if it 100% required two things, but in order to get it working in the previous video, it did, which was this plotly graph objects. Let me actually zoom in now. So it's the import plotly dot graph underscore objects is go, and then import plotly.io is PIO, and we were able to create a chart using that. So that was the actual plotly chart here, and then we were able to print a file down the bottom as well. So that's what we were able to do. So that's a little bit elaborate. So I thought I'll just go back in here, and I will, ask the question again, which is make a plotly bar chart. Okay, same thing. And then having browsed around and surfed and looked at it in a different way, I thought using plotly.express to make a bar chart. And we can see that this is the answer that comes back to much more. Plotly.express yeah, and so forth. So the first thing I wanted to do was make sure that the code actually works. So I create a new function here, and I called it make expression chart. Kind of like let's make a chart express and save it as a standalone HTML file, which is exactly what I was doing previously. So, and this one just uses this one line import as opposed to 2-line import. So I create a data frame, and the data frame is from some plotly data, built-in data set for demonstration and educational purposes, but we can put in any data that we wanted. This is good enough for the purpose of this work. So there's a data frame there. There's a data frame there. That goes into everything. And then all we had to do was a figure, and I just wanted a bar chart. And this looks a lot easier because I just want plot bar chart. I don't want to have like all the other stuff. So that looks a lot easier, and all you have to do is put in your data frame. The first bit, then you put whatever you want to X variable, whatever you want to Y variable. You can also have another option, color, like a scale, and yeah, that was basically it. That kind of like was efficient. Then after that, just for the purpose of updating the layout, just so it looks nice, you can have your title and your x-axis and your y-axis, so it looks a bit cleaner. Now this was all on one line of code in the actual AI, and I broke it up into a few lines because we have to respect our boundary here of 80 character wide to be PEP compliant. And that was basically it. So there's one line of code here for the data frame, however you are creating your data frame. Then there's another line of code here for the bar. Then there's, in theory, well, this is all one line of code really. So one more instruction, which is updating the layout if you wanted to update it. I think it'd probably do some sort of fundamental updating anyway, but it's nice to kind of like give comments on it. And then finally, well, my path name's a little bit long, but just write it to an HTML file. And if I press F1 to run it, I believe that works. I'll actually have to stick around and find the file. But a better way of doing the file finding was, and I think I have one of the other blocks. I might actually have to do it. Let's go back. I had a test plotly. You see a couple of these, by the way. So here it is. .2, maybe that one. So yeah, and auto opening through is quite a cute thing to add on. So I just go back here and put this extra bit, which is when you run it, the auto open launches the HTML file rather than me having to sift around and find the file explorer. So quite a nice addition. So if you F5 again to run it and verify that it works, time. There we go, we get the start, get a nice block of coming out. Gender of person sex here, sex male or females, and then so we'll close that up, or we don't even need to close that, we can leave it up. And that's pretty much it. That's plotly.express. So I then go and ask, like, what's the difference between the two? Like, I've created a successful one here which works fine, and I've created a successful one here that see the two methods over there, we can get start express both of them are fine. Interestingly, I wonder if I can do both presumably have also could both right. So could actually prove yeah. I wonder if that would work. I'm not 100% sure if this will. I don't actually break it. There's no need to do it. But getting to the point of it, which is what is the difference? So I can't like go along and ask a question. Funnily enough, so what is the difference between plotly.express as px and the previous method that used plotly.io as pio? And it's like the key differences between plotly.express and the plotly.graph object, which is which encompass this part as well. In plotly are that plotly.express is higher level, so it exposes some simple methods. It's meant for fast data explanation, data exploration and analysis, and automatically handle styles and so forth. Whereas the plot.graph object over here is lower level, it's more flexible and more customizable, and allows for great fine-grained control over class elements. So one is more complete than the other. I'm going to, for now at least, use the plotly.express. If you're a new user, you might want to start with plotly.express to use, and then when you want to have more features, maybe then what it comes with object, do it that way. That's basically an overall summary of plotly. Really useful package, and it just does something very nice. It's a little bit better than matplotlly. I'm migrating away from matplotlly. The reason why it's got the ability to have one interactive chart and HTML files, whereas matplotlly have it text. So over here, when I move up and down, it's just a little bit nicer for the view. There's not too much else, and that's basically it. So if you like the video, hit a thumbs up, follow, like, all the rest of it. And that's it. Thanks.